Hola amigos, and welcome to this lesson. In today's class, we are going to learn how to use correctly the verb estar. So let's do this. First, we have the conjugation for the verb estar. In today's lesson, we're going to focus only in the first and third person singular. So let's do this very quick. The conjugation for estar when I'm talking with I is estoy. Yo estoy. With you, tú estás. Él, ella, usted está. So what do we do when we come from estás? We just drop the S, the final S. So estás goes to está. And the last one that we're going to see in today's class is ellos, ellas, ustedes están. Okay, it's not that hard actually. So if you come from el, ella, which is está, you just need to add an en. So again, estoy, estás, then we drop es, está, and then we add en, están. Estoy, estás, está, están. Now your turn. Good. Okay, that's enough. Remember, estoy, hoy, hoy, yo estoy, estás, está, están. Okay, now we've got here the first sentence. I am in the city. I am in the city. According to our previous chart, we know that I am is said yo estoy, right? Yeah, that's correct. Yo estoy. Now, in Spanish is translated by en. Yo estoy en. Now, that is an article that can take four forms depending on the gender and number of the noun we are gonna name. In this case, we have city, which is a singular and feminine noun. So that means that in Spanish we have to use for the la. Yo estoy en la ciudad. Okay? Don't say ciudad or cuidad, but ciudad. Similar to English, like when you say city, si, that same S sound is in Spanish. So ciudad. Okay, and the whole sentence is yo estoy en la ciudad. Okay, come on, say it. Very good. Now, if you want to hear this in a normal speed, we native speakers would say, yo estoy en la ciudad. Yo estoy en la ciudad. Perfect. Moving on to the next one, we have, you are in the park. You are in the park. Do you remember how to say are for you? That was tú, and the verb ending es. Tú estás. That's right. Tú estás. And in, we just learned that word in the previous slide. So that's tú estás en, right? Tú estás en. Okay, perfect. Tú estás en. Now, what about that? Okay, we learned that that's la, right? Like la ciudad. But in this case, park is a masculine noun. So for masculine nouns, da goes to el. El. And park is parque. Tú estás en el parque. Not parkway or parkway. Please hear this. When we have Q plus U or followed by U, we just ignore U and we don't pronounce it. We just say parque. Listen carefully. Parque. Okay. Now, tú estás en el parque. Your turn. Good. Good. And in normal speed, we'd say this, tú estás en el parque. Tú estás en el parque. Okay. And the next one we have, David is on the beach. David in Spanish, of course, is the same. It's a name. But the pronunciation, it's a bit different because, you know, A is not pronounced A in Spanish, but A. And E or I is pronounced E. So in Spanish, this is the beat. The beat. I remember that B is beat in Spanish. The beat. Okay, we have here the third person, David. He is. Okay, if you remember how to conjugate a star for the third person, there was something simple to do. We just drop the S, the final S that comes from to, right? So we just learned that was estás. So for the third person is David está. David está. Okay, now interesting here. We learned that en was en, but what about on in Spanish? Well, it's pretty easy for you guys. We just keep the same word. Está. David está en. And now, beach. That's a feminine word. And if it's feminine, you remember how to say the? It was feminine. The is la. That's right. That's right. And beach is playa. Playa. So the whole sentence would be David está en la playa. Now, say it, please. Very good. And in normal speech or normal speed, we would say this, David está en la playa. David está en la playa. All right. Another sentence here. She is at the office. She's at the office. She, we already know that that's ella, and here we're again with the third person for the verb is, and that's, you remember, ella está. That's right, ella está. Ella está. And now we have a different word here, at. At. So far we've learned that in and on are in Spanish. Do you know what they have in common? Well, they both indicate location or position. And here, in this sentence, at is actually doing the same. She is at the office. And that's why in Spanish, we simplify things and at is translated by in Spanish. And that's all the time, okay? At is translated by in whenever at is referring to a location or position. Ella está en office. It's a feminine noun. So if it's feminine, the is la. That's right. An office is oficina. Oficina. The whole sentence would be ella está en la oficina. Okay, it's your turn to say this. Very good. Now, normal speed. Ella está en la oficina. Ella está en la oficina. All right. All right. Perfect. You're doing a good job. Now, he's at school. His or he is at school. Come on, I think you can do this. Okay, give it a try. He, él, is third person. Está, that's right. At, it's easy, right? And, okay, yeah, perfect. You know how to say school in Spanish? Well, that's escuela, but hold on. I am here we missing the. In the previous example, we saw at the office. But here we have at the school, and that's okay because in English, at school is a perfect phrase. We don't need the school. You might say it, but it's not necessary. But unlike English and Spanish, it is necessary. So school is escuela, it's a feminine noun, and we should use the, but for the feminine form, and that would be la. Él está en la escuela. So in English, you might drop the for some places, like at the school, but in Spanish, that's not possible. You have to keep saying that article. Él está en la escuela. All right? Okay, your turn. Very good. Moving on to the next one, we have you are at work. You are at work. You remember you is to and are. It was estás. Always ending in this s. Estás at position or location. Estás in. And again here, work. We don't need the in English, but in Spanish we do. How do we say work in Spanish? That's trabajo. Trabajo, it's masculine and masculine noun, so that means that it requires the masculine form for the, and that's el. Tú estás en el trabajo, not trabajo, but trabajo. Okay, it's your turn. Well, come on, say it. Very good. Tú estás en el trabajo. Now, normal speed. Tú estás en el trabajo. Tú estás en el trabajo. Good. Another. Okay, it's already here. Okay, the surprise is over. Sorry, guys. Home is casa. I think most of you know that home is casa. And the rest is very easy for you to, yo estoy en la casa. Why is la in parentheses here? Because in Spanish, just for casa, saying la, it's optional. Okay, so you might say, yo estoy en casa, or yo estoy en la casa. Both are correct. So, but I would recommend you just keep saying the article all the time so you don't lose this habit, you know? Yo estoy en la casa. But if you want to say yo estoy en casa, that's perfectly fine too. Good. Another one. Okay, now it's just time to repeat what we did, but in the negative form. So yo, what comes here? Did I hear estoy, estás? Estoy, right? No, wrong. Why? Remember, do you remember our previous lesson in the first one? We said that in negative statements, we always place no before verbs. So in this case, yo no. And of course, then estoy en casa or la casa. Okay. Okay, now it's your turn. Say it. Very good. Normal speed, yo no estoy en casa. Or yo no estoy en la casa. Very good. They are not at work. Okay, they. I said that we're gonna see this. We're going, okay, they is ellos, ellos. And do you remember the conjugation for the verb estar? It was estoy, then we changed to estás, we drop es, está, and then we add, we need to add en, right? For ellos. Ellos, oh no, my bad, guys, sorry. This is a negative statement. So ellos no. No first. And then están. Ellos no están. What else? That's right. In, and work. Trabajo. Did I hear trabajo? No. I'm sure you didn't say that. It's el trabajo. Ellos no están en el trabajo. Very good. It's your turn. Yeah, it's your turn to say it. Good. Very good. Normal speed. Ellos no están en el trabajo. Ellos no están en el trabajo. Remember that if you say only trabajo, that's wrong, okay? Remember, the only exception is with casa. You can say en la casa or en casa, but for the rest, we always need this article, el or la, depending on the gender of the word. Okay, now, quiz time, guys, quiz time. Are you ready? And the first sentence is, my friend is at home. My friend is at home. Okay, you've got 5 seconds to try to do this. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Okay, time's up. My is mi amigo. He, that's third person. Mi amigo está en casa. That's correct. En casa or en la casa. I hope you did this correctly. And the next one, she's not at work. Okay, I think. Are you ready? No time this time because I think it's very easy. You don't need this time limit. So, okay, let's do this. Ella es, no, I'm sure you did. Ella no está en el trabajo. Correcto, correcto. Ella no está en el trabajo. And the last one. Are you done? I hope so, because we'd say this in Spanish. Tú estás en, okay, of course, here, if you don't know how to say vas in Spanish, well, that's masculine. Tú estás en el, and bus is autobús. Or in some countries, they might say bus as well. En el bus or en el autobús. Tú estás en el autobús. Okay, okay. I think this lesson was pretty useful and very, very good for you. I want to thank you a lot for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and share if you like it. If you want to keep watching more videos, please subscribe to my channel and In the next one, I'm going to explain some other things that we need to know in order to use correctly the verb estar. That's it for today, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.